Hello, mother. I was.
Deception? Deception?
How was the DAR meeting? Didn't you go to the DAR meeting, mother?
No, no. I did not have the strength to go to the DAR. In fact, I did not have the courage. I wanted to find a hole in the ground and hide myself in it forever. Why? Why? How old are you, Laura?
Mother, you know my age.
I thought that you were an adult. It seems that I was mistaken.
Please don't stare at me, mother.
What are we going to do? What is going to become of us? What is the future?
Has something happened? Mother, has something happened?
As you know, I was supposed to be inducted into my office at the DAR this afternoon, but stopped off at Robricom's Business College to speak to your teachers about your having a cold and ask them what progress they thought you were making down there.
Oh,
I went to the typing instructor and introduced myself as your mother. She didn't know who you were. Wingfield, she said. We don't have any such student enrolled at the school. I assured her she did, that you had been going to classes since early January. I wondered, she said, if you could be talking about that terribly shy little girl who dropped out of school after only a few days' attendance. No, I said. Laura, my daughter, has been going to school every day for the past 6 weeks. Excuse me, she said. She took the attendance book and there was your name, unmistakably printed, and all the dates you were absent until they decided that you had dropped out of school. I still said, no, there must have been some mistake. There must have been some mix up in the records. And she said, no, I remembered her perfectly now. Her hand shook so that I couldn't hit the right keys. The first time we gave speed test, she broke down completely, was sick at the stomach and almost had to be carried in the washroom. After that morning, she never showed up of any more. We phoned the house but never got any answer.
oh,
Laura, where have you been going when you've gone on pretending that you were going to business college?
I've just been going out walking.
That's not true. Walking. Walking. In where? In winter? Deliberately courting in pneumonia in that light coat? Where did you walk to, Laura?
All sorts of places, mostly in the park.
Even after you started catching the cold?
It was the lesser of two evils, mother.
From 7:30 till after 5 every day, you mean to tell me you walked around in the park because you wanted to make me think that you're still going to Rubicom's Business College?
It wasn't as bad as it sounds. I went inside places to warm up.
Inside where?
I went in the art museum and the birdhouses at the zoo. I visited pigeons every day. Sometimes I did without lunch and went to the movies. Lately, I've been spending most of my time afternoons in the jewel box, that big glass house where they raise the tropical flowers.
You did all this to deceive me, just for deception? Why?
Mother, when you're disappointed, you get that awful suffering look in your face, like the picture of Jesus, Mother in the museum.
Hush.
I couldn't face it.
So what are we going to do to the rest of our lives? Stay home and watch the parades go by? Amuse ourselves with a glass menagerie, darling? Eternally play those worn out phonographs record your father left as a painful reminder of him? We won't have a business career. We're giving that up because it gave us nervous indigestions. Haven't you ever liked some boy?
Yes, I liked once. Once, I came across this picture a while ago.
He gave you his picture?
No, it's in the yearbook.
Oh, a high school boy.
Yes, his name was Jim. Here, he is in the Pirates of Penzance.
The what?
The operetta the senior class put on. He had a wonderful voice, and we sat across the aisle from each other's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the odd. Here he is, silver cup for debating. See his green?
He must have had a jolly disposition.
He used to call me Blue Roses.
Why did he call you such a name as that?
When I had that attack of pleurosis, he asked me what was the matter. When I came back, I said pleurosis. He thought that I said blow roses. So that's the way he called me after that. Whenever he saw me, he'd holler, "Hello, Blue Roses." I didn't care for the girl that he went out with, Emily. Emily was the best dressed girl at Sultan. She never struck me though as being sincere. It stays in the personal section. They're engaged. That's 6 years ago. They must be married by now.
Girls that aren't cut out for business careers usually wind up married to some nice man. Sister, that's what you'll do.
But mother,
Yes?
I'm crippled.
Nonsense. Laura, I've told you never to use that word. Why, you're not crippled. You just have a little defect, hardly noticeable. Even when people have some slight disadvantages like that, they cultivate other things to make up for it. Develop charm, and that's vivacity and charm. That's all you have to do. One thing your father had plenty of was charm.